All right, listen, gaming tokens are gonna blast off. Gaming tokens are gonna blast off into the stratosphere while everybody down here is wondering, oh my God, what did I do? Why did I miss gaming? And they're gonna be panicking, but it's gonna be blasting off like, please come back, And you're not gonna get it. You're not gonna get it because you weren't paying attention. Listen, in the last market cycle, I was saying that AI is gonna drive this cycle, and it did. But I also said that gaming are going to start coming in. These gaming coins are going to start coming in towards the end of this cycle, along with RWA and DPIN. And guess what? We are coming towards the end of this cycle. Now, don't panic. I'm not saying it's the top. We still have quite a while to go yet. But you want to be in these gaming coins before everybody else. You want to get these positions primed and set up so you can take full advantage. So when everybody's wondering which gaming coins they should get, you've already made profits, saw which ones, or hopefully see which ones are making more profits and converting more into those. That's what we're going to be talking about in this video. I'm going to give you 7 gaming coins, 7+ gaming coins I'm holding or that I believe in, so you can also get in. And listen, I'm not going to edit this video. This video is not going to be edited. It's going to be a one take, like we're talking one-on-one here, okay? I'm sick and tired of this AI retention editing, B-roll, this, that. It's just, yes, I get it. You want to keep people's attention so you get more watch time, so it rewards you. The algorithm rewards you. But although you get more watch time, the people that watch really don't get much benefit. So this is going to be a one-take video. If you are TikTok brained and you prefer that style, there are other channels out there, okay? There's also some great cat videos out there that you can go watch. But here, we're just going to get straight to the point, okay? Now, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not a financial advice. It's in the description down below. Make sure you read that description. And with that said, let's get straight into which coins I'm holding and why. And listen, straight off the bat here, one of the easiest coins to hold, which by the way, I'm not holding right now. I'm gonna get more into that in just 1 second because I'm trying to time this. But if you wanna just hold and be ready, one of the coins to hold is Avalanche or AVAX. Once gaming starts taking off, AVAX is going to play a pivotal role in this, and it's one of the easiest blockchains or one of the easiest plays to hold because it's also a blockchain. So it's not just about gaming, it's about being in another blockchain as well. And because this is all happening towards the end of the bull market, AVAX right now sitting at just $20. It was all the way up to $122 here, just a tad higher, is actually a good play. As soon as it starts coming up and it breaks $57.1, or $57 psychological, I do believe we're gonna retest all-time highs at least. So this is an easy, 5-6x just holding Avalanche here. Avalanche is a very good blockchain. It's a very good chain. So you're betting on the chain, you're betting on gaming indirectly, but I do believe it's gonna do extremely well. Now on that token, another blue chip when it comes to gaming is Immutable X or IMX. And look, this was all the way up at $7.6 over here, now down to 52 cents. So while this doesn't look sexy, you can bet that IMX is gonna start going up once gaming starts hitting. As soon as it breaks $3.4 over here, I think it's gonna retest all-time highs, pass it, and even possibly go to $10 or a little bit more than that. So IMX over here is an actual opportunity in my opinion. Listen, IMX is kind of like the gold standard, the go-to coin when it comes to gaming. Now, keep in mind, I'm also not holding IMX right now. Paul, why would you tell me coins that you're not holding? Because I'm trying to time this. I'll be taking profits from other coins into these coins when the time comes, but don't worry, I'm going to tell you which ones I am holding, which gaming coins I am holding right now in this video. Some of the next coins, I'm actually holding them from now because I don't want to miss the rocket, I don't want to miss that ship, and I'm actually holding them because I think, or I believe, they're going to give the most profits, okay? So with that said, let's move on and let's see which other gaming coins we are holding here. And that brings me to Beam. I'm extremely bullish on Beam. As a matter of fact, I'm staking Beam tokens. I have my own Beam nodes. We even have our own crypto factor node, actually 2 of them that you can delegate to. I've made videos about that. I'll actually leave the link in the description down below. But I'm actually holding Beam. I believe it's going to do extremely well. And that's a gaming AI play. And that's why I'm staking. That's why I'm holding those nodes. I'm also doing it for the long term, even for the next bull market, also to accumulate within the bear market. This is one of the strategies I'm implementing long term. So I'm holding Beam, I'm staking Beam, I have my Beam nodes, we have our Beam delegation node. We are team Beam here, okay? I do believe Beam's going to do extremely well and should be part of your portfolio. So if you want to get into gaming early, but you also want a little bit of that AI in play just in case, if you're unsure, then Beam is actually a very good addition to your gaming portfolio. Currently, right now, looks like we're finding a bottom here, and it looks like you're getting in right at the bottom. Could this go down? Could we be wrong? Yes, we could. Maybe this doesn't go up and it goes up in the next cycle. I don't know. Maybe it goes to complete crap. I don't know. But I'm betting heavily on Beam, and we need to pass 0.011, and I do believe this is gonna take off. As it takes off, you take profits, breaks all-time highs, or this double top here goes into blue sky breakout and price discovery. And look, this was released end of 2023. It hasn't really lived that long, but it's still around. They're still building, they're still innovating, and I do believe that Beam is an excellent, I would even call it a blue chip for your crypto gaming portfolio. So check out Beam. Also check out the video linked in the description down below. After you watch this video, obviously, don't stop watching this video because I'm about to get into the alpha right now, but check out Beam when you get the chance to. Next up, we have Pixels, and yes, I actually lost quite a bit on this one over here. We're actually down to 0.043. But although I'm still holding, and I am holding Pixels, I'm not selling Pixels, I do believe this is gonna start coming up. And because we're so low, I don't really believe we can go lower. Sure, we can always go lower, but you have to understand that Pixels is a standalone game. It's kind of like Minecraft, but on the blockchain. So if anything doesn't, let's call it an Axie Infinity type move for this cycle, like Axie Infinity did in the past, I think Pixels will do extremely well. And I do believe that all it needs is a bit of hype. Gaming is suffering right now, and so is Pixels. It's down 91%. That's quite a lot. Normally, I would not suggest to get into it. But if you're not in right now, maybe you're already holding, that's okay. But if you're not into Pixels, maybe dedicate a couple of bucks to Pixels. Of course, this is not financial advice. I said so in the beginning. If I didn't, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Make sure you read the description down below. There's a disclaimer there. Make sure you read that. Seriously. I know you can't be bothered, but go ahead, read that disclaimer down below. But this is just my opinion and what I am personally doing. And I do think Pixel can do actually quite well. It needs to pass 10 cents over here in order, in my opinion, to break resistances and start coming up. But I believe as soon as it breaks this resistance area, I do believe, and closes above it, I do believe it's gonna do extremely well. And it is a legit company. So check out Pixels for your gaming portfolio. And again, I know a lot of these look like crap. They look like crap. I'm gonna give you an overview in just 1 second. At the end of the video, I'm gonna give you a bird's eye view so you can see what's going on and what I'm looking at and which ones are the outliers that are peaking now, that are giving signals, so to speak. So make sure you watch till the end of the video. But yes, Pixels over here is another one that I am personally in. You can do with that information as you will. Another one is Metacade, and yes, this chart is extremely choppy here. It looks like people are taking profits every time Metacade is pumping, and to be quite honest, they probably are. But right now, this is ranked at 742, and if you notice the exchanges, it's really not on many major exchanges. As a matter of fact, not on any major exchanges at all. And I do believe as they're starting to make money, as they're starting to make profits, they might start listing on MEXC, they might start listing on Binance, they might start listing on CoinEx and so on. And as that happens, as attention comes into Metacade, this could pump. Now, are they really making a game? Are they going to thrive in this market? I don't know. This is, for me, this is a hype play. There are technical plays such as Pixels, such as IMX, such as Beam, that I actually believe have a product. Then you have hype plays. One of them is Metacade. A couple of hundred in your crypto portfolio, in your gaming portfolio can actually do a lot. And remember, we're making this sort of portfolio of gaming coins. Only one or two need to run. If the rest go to zero, if those 1 or 2 that we actually get right actually run, they could give massive profits, and one of them could actually be Metacade. If not, you still have your IMX, you still have your Beam, you still have your AVAX. Does that make sense? I've explained this in other videos. I've explained this technique on portfolio sort of optimization in other videos. I'm not going to get into it in this video because I want to talk to you a little bit, show you the rest of the coins, tell you what I'm looking at, but that's what we're looking at when it comes to Metacade. That's why we are in MCade over here. So that's another gaming play for you to check out. Then you have Miria, had an amazing run all the way up to 0.014, just 1.4 cents, and then came all the way down here to 0.0014. And we got out of Miria, I think when we broke right here at 0.0071. We were very heavily in, we made very good profits, but we got out with less profits because basically everything was going to crap when it was coming to gaming and other altcoins at the time, if I remember correctly. But also, Miria really didn't deliver on any games. It didn't deliver on any promises, and as far as I know, they really didn't deliver anything right now. But the price is starting to make a move, and that tells me some people in the know may already be getting into Miria now. And I don't know, and this is just sort of speculation, so to speak, but again, I'll show you in the bird's eye view what I'm looking at later on in this video, towards the end of this video, so you can see exactly what I'm looking at. But right now, I mean, look, at this price, if we bottomed up here, if this is the bottom here, we just broke above that point, but over here on this side of the chart. So I do believe if this becomes support and we can break this resistance of 0.0044 and we actually have gaming runs, I do believe we're gonna at least get to all-time highs. So this is a very good play here, 10x, maybe more, but again, take profits fast on these coins, and if they make profits fast, if they go up extremely fast while gaming is running, but you still want to stay in because you do think that gaming is going to run even more, you can start taking profits into IMX, into Beam, and these other blue chip sort of coins, so you can actually protect yourself, so you can still run the market, if that makes sense, so you can still run the hype. So get into something like Miria, at least that's what I'm doing. I haven't got into it yet, by the way. I'm going to be taking profits from other coins into this one. I'm going to tell you which ones I'm holding in case you missed it, or in case I didn't make it clear. I'll tell you which ones I'm exactly holding in just 1 second when we go through this list, so you know which ones I'm holding. But yeah, taking profits into Miria, I think is going to be a good play. By the way, Paul from the future here, I forgot to mention another good gaming play that's not really a gaming play, but it is, and this might surprise you, is Polkadot. Now you might say, Paul, what are you talking about? Polkadot is not really gaming. Yes, but it is because they're working on gaming in the background. If you remember not too long ago, I actually made a video giving you insider sort of information, or at least information firsthand from the Polkadot team. And they are working on gaming. And it has the benefit of also being another fast blockchain. So you kind of get like gaming, but if gaming doesn't work for Polkadot, Polkadot will work as a chain sort of play, if that makes sense. So Polkadot could also be part of your crypto portfolio or your gaming crypto portfolio. By the way, I know my house is a bit of a mess. I don't know if you saw that. If you saw that, I'm not just a dirty slob, okay? We're actually renovating this place. So it's my apartment. But yeah, you probably don't give a shit. But yeah, sorry about the mess, and let's get on with the video. And next up, we have Altura. Now, Altura did an amazing run up here, all the way to 32 cents, and recently made another run up here to 15 cents. Now sitting at just, what, 2 cents? I mean, this could be a good position to get in. It might even go lower, or maybe this goes bust. But again, we're not looking to get everything perfect here. Altura is 38% down from generally. So is this a good time to buy? Maybe. Again, there's coins that will do well, and there's coins we need to risk at. We don't know which ones are gonna run when gaming comes. We know the blue chips, yes, but we don't know which ones will surprise us. So we wanna get into some of these crazy plays for massive pumps so we can quickly take projects into those other coins. Does that make sense? If gaming starts happening, gaming hype starts happening, and gaming coins start going up like crazy, understand number one, probably the end of the bull market is coming, so get ready for that. Number two, make sure you take profits on the way up. 20% here, 20% there. Just do that so you can stay safe. But right now, $100, $200, $500 into something like this, I think will be beneficial, can give you massive gains. Of course, I'm not telling you to get out of AI coins or anything like that, but that would be stupid, that would be crazy. I'm just telling you, slowly set up a small portfolio so you can get ready, add to it over time, and just expect it to go bust. Expect it to go bust and then act accordingly. We're trying to get in before. We're trying to get in before others, if that makes sense. Now, GFL, I was actually pretty heavily in and we got out. And because GFL actually broke under this support right here, I'm not gonna get into it right now, but you do want to watch GFL. You want to watch GFL, and once it breaks above this lower support over here, and then breaks this resistance area around 1 cent, that's when you wanna be getting in my opinion. Logically, this will happen when games start running. Now, GFL really hasn't delivered either. It just hasn't. The whole thing about GFL was gaming, but for mobile gaming. But as the narrative starts coming back, you may want to have a small position there. Of course, as this is coming back, any of these coins, if they still don't deliver, you can always get out and into other coins, other gaming coins. Look, I'm not saying that these coins are all gonna run. I'm just giving you my train of thought. So GFL, I'm personally not holding, and I won't be holding until I actually see it do something, because chances are it won't. This is a full transparency way of how I think video, not just my calls, but also the ones I'm watching that I don't really believe in anymore. I would get more easily I would get into Miria than GFL, to be honest, just because of price action. GFL right now, complete disaster over here. And yes, we were wrong. We came up, we took some profits, and then as we were coming down, we called our mistake over here. We actually made a little bit of profits, not crazy profits, because we didn't take profits in time. We took some profits up here, but then lost a little bit down here. So we balanced out pretty well. We came in early, we made this, but we stayed in a bit too long. We got out, and yes, at least we got out and we didn't go all the way down with the ship over here. And then you also want to get into some old school plays. You want to get into some old school plays when it comes to gaming tokens. Now, this could be any one, but the one I suggest, or the one I will be getting in, is actually Illuvium. Because all the way back here, it came all the way up to $1,700, currently sitting at $12. This is crap, by the way. This is crap price action. But if gaming comes and gaming in general starts going up, a lot of people are going to get into these old coins, and sometimes old coins surprise us and actually do better than new coins. So maybe do some research on this one, put it in your watch list as well, because this one is actually extremely, well, you want to have a dinosaur coin in your portfolio. By the way, one I didn't mention over here is Superverse, or Super. This is Eliotrade's coin. This did very well over here, came all the way down and just traded sideways. It was very difficult for it to do anything, but now is starting to get some traction over here. And even though this doesn't look great, it's not as bad as some other coins. So as long as we stay above 37 cents, this would be a buy zone for me all the way to $1.4. So 37 cents to 37 cents to $1.4 is accumulation for me. Once this breaks out, I do believe it's going to do extremely well. But if it comes and breaks under 0.54 cents, or maybe even lower, let's be a little bit more strict, 45 cents or less strict, then I do believe you would get out and wait for this resistance to actually clear. So Superverse, another coin to hold. Now with that said, let's have a bird's eye view at all these coins I just mentioned, tell you which ones I'm holding myself personally and which ones I'll be getting in, taking profits from other coins into these gaming coins as I see the narrative start shifting towards gaming. And once that happens, you're gonna see a lot of green, but that green can go a lot higher. So let me show you what I mean here. So this is the yearly chart right here on Crypto Bubbles, and as you can see, gaming has got obliterated. Okay, obliterated. That's a hard word. And as you can see, look, Illuvium down 90%, Altura 73%, Pixel 93%, GFL 85%. Look at this, IMX 83%, Super only 52% by the way, Metacade 18% up on the yearly. That's interesting. That's one thing to look at. So Metacade right now is probably the first I would put some capital into and hold, just because it's showing signs of life. It's an outlier right here. It's an outlier on Crypto Bubbles. Let's see which other outliers we have, and I'll tell you which ones I'm holding in a second. So let's just move to the monthly over here and look at that. Miria, oh by the way, XBG, forgot to mention that, but Miria over here up 37.5% on the monthly. Metacade following with 14.7%. So now we have our high risk coins. See how I'm actually navigating through this? I have my blue chips, but now I'm looking at my high risk coins. So Miria and Metacade are gonna be the first ones I'll be grabbing a position on. Maybe even after I do this video, I'll get like $100 of each just to have in my portfolio so I can follow, because once you invest even just a little bit in these coins or in any coin, you get attached to it, you get devoted, you start watching it and you start analyzing it more. So that's what I'm gonna do. Right after this video, I'm gonna get $100 in each of these coins. It's a minimal amount, it doesn't matter if I lose it, but I'm gonna do that so I don't miss it, so I can watch it. Because once you invest, your mind opens up and starts watching more, if that makes sense. So now let's look at the weekly chart. Weekly chart, we clearly see that Miria is an outlier here, okay? Miria is doing well. Let's go to the daily. We're seeing Super and Miria going up on the daily, AVEX and Beam following. Then on the hourly, doesn't really matter that much, but you're at least seeing which one that you're at least seeing that they have traction, okay? So with that said, let's go to the monthly real quick. This is what I'm holding, okay? Right now, I am holding Pixel. I am holding Pixel. I was holding it before. I've actually lost money on Pixel. Yes, I bought the dip, and I'm actually down on Pixel. I'm not going to pretend I know everything and I get everything right here, but I'm holding Pixels regardless because I don't want to miss a gaming move. So even though I may have sold some at a loss and got into AI coins, and I made that call. If you're in my group, you know my portfolio and everything I do, by the way. I am actually staying in Pixels, okay? And I might be buying more when the time is right. Another one I'm holding, of course, is Beam. I'm holding, staking my node, and we have our own node that you can delegate to with Frederick over here. And this is really one of my biggest positions when it comes to my portfolio long term. So I'm holding Pixels and I'm holding Beam, and I'm holding a very little smaller amount of Super. That's all I'm holding right now. That's all I'm holding right now, and I will be taking profits into these coins. But as I'm making this video, I'm telling you right now that I'm gonna buy some Miria and Metacade right after this video, just so I can keep my eye on it. And the ones I will be definitely putting some money into first would be IMX and Altura over here. Everything else, maybe I get in, maybe I don't. But I wanted to show you the way I think and the way I structure a portfolio and how I do anticipated preparation when it comes to crypto portfolios. Now, with that said, if you're watching this video, I don't know when you're watching this video, but my group members, my VIP Factor group has already seen this video. And a lot of times, like AI coins I call, they still go up, you still make profits, but my group gets these calls before you. And they also get monthly Zoom meetings where they get to ask me anything they want. I go over my portfolio, I update my portfolio, so you get a lot faster. You get a lot of value faster, and I wanted to show you this real quick. The link is in the description down below. I'm going to put it up here for you as well. But let me show you what you get with the VIP Factor. You don't have to buy it. If it's not for you, don't buy it. But let me just show you because it might interest you. So if you click the link below where it says VIP Factor, I'll also leave it in the chat. It will take you to this page, and look what you get as a VIP Factor member. First of all, you get crypto portfolio updates. You know exactly what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. You get monthly Zoom calls and AMAs where you can actually ask me questions. I actually give you a special report, and I also answer your questions. Now, sometimes it's monthly, sometimes it's a month and a half. It all depends on the market, so I can actually give value and not just waste your time and do a video just for the sake of doing a video. But you get monthly Zoom calls, you get VIP only discounts, meaning you get discounts on my courses and so on. A private Telegram group, this is what this is, by the way. And you have direct access to me in the Factor fam. This actually means you can ask your questions in the group, and as soon as I see them, I answer them. It's actually, and I answer most of them. You'll be surprised how many times I get up to pee and I look at the group so I can answer your questions. I actually lose a lot of sleep for that, so make sure you check it out. You get exclusive videos and advanced unlisted videos. Is, for example, this one right now, that you would have seen it before it released if you were in the Factor fam, in the VIP Factor. And the last one with AI, when we made those calls that went really, really well, Cookie, and Hyperledger, this is the problem when you don't edit videos. Hype. Wow, I'm such a professional. But yeah, you get the drift. Hype, Cookie, and so on. Early access and whitelist opportunities. We're not really doing this much or that much right now, just because I don't think it's the time to do this. But you do get this. You get real-time answers, as I mentioned before, and you get more as we grow. It's $69 a month. You can get the lifetime Factor over here. You get for once, pay once and have it for life. But you could just try it out with $69, and once you make massive profits, you can consider getting this one over here. $69 a month. You're risking $69. Just for me, try it out, $69. If you don't get any value, you lost $69 and you get to support me. But if that $69 gets you one good call, it's going to be well worth it. So check it out. You see people over here commenting they like it. Maybe you're the next commenter over here. Read some stuff about me over here. And that's it. Just join up, see if it's for you. And if not, listen, there's a lot of myths when it comes to crypto. All right, there are a lot of myths when it comes to crypto. And the worst thing is a lot of these experts out there talk about or say these myths, they contribute to these myths and everyone else parrots them and basically they're just keeping you poor. So if you want to know what some of these myths are, I actually have a free webinar that I'll link in the description down below. And because there's so many call to actions, and if you don't want to watch that webinar, you know what? Tell you what, check out this video here. Check out this video here, and if you like what you hear, then sign up to that webinar, okay? Simple as that. Check out the VIP factor, watch this video here, and I will see you in the next video.